My name is Mara Defilippis. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, specifically at the Arizona Science Center, right in the heart of downtown. How this chamber came to be was a thought that wouldn't go away, and I really wanted it to. It was Earth Day 2007. Yep, 2007, and I was a vendor. I had a business as a financial advisor, and I specialized in socially responsible investments. So there's a lot of screenings with that, and one of the, you pick your passion, and then you go. For me, I go with it and I focus on it. So one of them was environmental, and on Earth Day, it was so clear that us vendors, the public, we were all hungry to find a place that was home. That we could all find each other and network and make some things happen. So, and for the vendors, it's incredibly frustrating that there was one day a year that we get to find our clients and our prospects and whatnot. So, I was thinking we need a chamber of commerce, but it has to be a green chamber of commerce. So the idea wouldn't go away, and I did some searching, and I found a place out of the Bay Area. They were a little bit further ahead, but a lot of synergy. So we just traded ideas, and 2 years later, we actually launched it. We launched November 18th of 2008. We have an exhibit here at the Green Room, and it came to be because the Arizona Science Center asked us if we could help them. They, acknowledged that Greenbuild was going to be right across the street and that they should probably have something. So we had a meeting, and people at the table were very excited to hold this room, this exhibit. They dubbed it the Green Room. There were some key people involved and really took some leadership roles with this. Matt Moses, he was the leader of leaders and coordinated everything. This came to be very much a community project. We have 4 vignettes here, and each vignette was taken by a different leader. So we have Eric Koss, he's an architect. We have Leslie Lindo. She runs Sustainable Cities programs and educates on that. We have Doug McCord, he's an architect, and there was another woman that I don't know, and I feel horrible for not remembering her name. But they put in a lot of work, a lot of hours. Everything was donated, from all the architectural services separately to the contracting to every product in here and coordinating it, and everything in these vignettes are sustainable. We have 3 events per month, and the crux of it is, one of them's education, but there's a networking portion to all of it. So that's somewhat in your face. This for us was to be very much in the public eye, educating on some options. And the kids, they're great. They'll hold their parents accountable, and they always do want to make us better people, I think. However, this is also for adults to see that we have other options, and if you're not aware of it, to be thinking about it. I personally enjoy seeing connections being made, because I believe in the power of people coming together and something coming from that, 1 + 1 = 3 type of concept. So I find a lot of joy in hearing about the business being made from it that would not have been able to otherwise. I see people making personal connections. We have individual members as well as companies, and students as well. So students are finding their internships. Individuals are finding a home of a community of businesses and people that have similar values. So it's kind of a values-based organization, and so we have attracted some of the most amazing people that we get to work with, and these are passionate people. I mean, you better watch out if you're conflicting with something that they say. But they believe in what they're doing, they believe in the concept of this, and I think that for me those are the most poignant times, as well as when we get to have a statement about what we can do and what we can bring to the table merely by the intellectual capital in our community, which is untapped at this point. Where do we go from here? We had a booth at Greenbuild. So that was a nice opportunity for us. The vision has always been to be the American Green Chamber of Commerce. The Phoenix chapter of the Arizona Green Chamber of Commerce is the first. So we're perfecting that as far as getting a solid business model that we can duplicate, you know, and provide kind of a chamber in the box, if you will, that's duplicatable and that works and is solid. But we very much are here to promote our members to the public, to each other. There are, you know, an infinite amount of ways to do something, and if I'm in the store, I want to pay maybe 50 cents extra for free-range chickens, maybe that are eating organically, rather than, because I know the alternative, and I know how the chickens are treated and what's in the eggs for me to be consuming and my son to be consuming. So I want to support the company that is mindful about how they're farming, or how they're, you know, treating these animals, or treating our planet, or treating their labor force. You know, that's an important thing as well. So that's how I vote with my dollar, because I think at the end of the day, our country and our culture is very, how do I say this, engaged in finance. We like to purchase things. You know, we're very much a consumer-based economy. That's our pastime. People go to malls and we purchase things. So to me, it's a very powerful choice to go to the root cause of something. I'm not interested in anything symptomatic band-aids. I want to get to a root cause of something. So for me, it's about money. Money drives our country, our economy, our politics, our everything important. It's that the crux of it is money. So for me, voting with my dollar is incredibly important, and that's what I'd like to, you know, bring to the community, is there is another option here. We want to be supporting our members. These are people who, and businesses really, but it's the people behind them that commit to it. So they're doing some things that may cost a little more money, but for the most part, it's saving them money with their business practices. They're asked to do things initially as our level 1, you know, things like print double-sided when you can. Maybe people haven't thought about it. I know I didn't. When I, you know, with the other group of people went through and created it, there were a lot of things, Daphne, that I never even thought of that are so simple. But keeping your extra paper, flipping it over, I print out quite a few things that I just would end up throwing away, or recycling, of course, but turn it over, print it double-sided. But we have a directory, so we're just partnering up with the talk radio station in town here. So now that we have, you know, 135 members after the first year, covering lots of different industries. So it's not just green products and services. We have attorneys, we have accountants, we have marketing people. We have a guy that does, we have amazing members. Some of them have won awards for some of the environmental things that they're doing, and the technology. Gosh, Daphne, they're really amazing, and they're innovative people. But there's a directory that we're marketing to the general public now, saying, hey guys, if you want to vote with your dollar, here's where you go. You know, I think that there's been that disconnect, and that's really what we see ourselves as being that portal of information and resources and connectivity. That's what was the disconnect. You know, that inner voice that tells us what we really long to be doing, that we follow it and be smart about it. There were some choices that I would do a little bit differently if I could go back. However, I would still do it, and I'd still take the risk, and I would definitely have to. A huge part of it is having a support system. What I'm putting into it, I get back out of it, and I know that, you know, I am supported if I'm doing something beneficial for myself too, but outside myself. You know, making a difference in the world. People believe in that vision. That's the biggest message that I would want people to hear, is follow your own bliss. Go for it, and expect to be supported. ArizonaGreenChamber.org. It's all spelled out. We also have AmericanGreenChamber.org, which is really just kind of a landing page for now, but we'll be launching that in 2010.